Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is NPC Chick, and today we're going to be talking about dinosaurs. And what better to talk about dinosaurs than through a video game? The video game that we're using to display these dinosaurs today is going to be Jurassic World Evolution. And today's episode we're going to be talking about a relative to the Stegosaurus. And that relative is going to be Kentrosaurus. Now, Kentrosaurus looks exactly like what you would think a Stegosaurus is. However, our Kentrosaurus is only 15 feet long, making it so small. It's way smaller than a Stegosaurus. Now, technically, if we were standing next to a Kentrosaurus, we would reach about its hip level right about here. Now, let's pay attention to Kentrosaurus's face. Now it has a really, well, hold on, we can't really see his because he's grazing over here, but Kentrosaurus has a really small head, and because of this small head, well, we would think that its brain is small too, and that's correct. Kentrosaurus's brain is about the size of a walnut. Let me go over to another Kentrosaurus so that we can see its face a little bit better. Of course, he's hiding from us. Alright, so if we look a little bit closer at the Kentrosaurus, we see right here. So Kentrosaurus had a beak. It had no teeth. And another thing about the Kentrosaurus, as we move from its head to its neck had small bones on its skin. This is called osteoderms. Osteoderms are Osteoderms are small bones that are on the skin. So we can speculate that Kentrosaurus had these bones on its skin, on its neck area, on its legs and back legs. Now, Kentrosaurus also had these long plates. Now, these plates are much smaller than Stegosaurus's plates, and these plates are said to be for regulating during the weather. Now, regulating its body temperature. In the sun, it would be like an air conditioning unit for radiating heat in the cold, and then radiating cooler temperatures for the body of the Kentrosaurus during hot seasons. Now, if we look at the spikes on its side, scientists still don't know if these spikes were actually right here on the elbow or shoulder of the Kentrosaurus, or if it was on its back leg. We still don't know that. We actually still, to this day, don't have a full skeleton of a Kentrosaurus. Now, Kentrosaurus also had these small legs in the front and longer hind legs. Kentrosaurus is a quadruped. Now, what that means is that he was standing on 4 legs. But because we see that Kentrosaurus has small legs in the front and longer legs in the back, he potentially could be able to get up on his hind legs based off the fact that his hip bones are so strong. Another thing about Kentrosaurus is, oh, hold on, we have a little maintenance thing over here. Now, Kentrosaurus's spikes are made of keratin, making them super strong and super sharp. So what we believe about the spikes as well on this side portion is that Kentrosaurus not only had predators or attackers coming in from the top of its body, which meaning that they were taller, like a T-Rex or other large dinosaur. It also had smaller attackers coming in from the sides, which is why a Kentrosaurus needed to have these spikes along the side, which is what we think about. Now, another thing that Kentrosaurus was able to do was squat. He potentially had the ability to squat. We think about this because Kentrosaurus's knees kind of bend out, so he could have possibly been able to squat down to protect its belly from predators. Alright, so let's look around Kentrosaurus a little bit more. Zoom in up on him so we can see a little bit more. I believe that Kentrosaurus's spikes were probably brightly colored like a porcupine, just to show off to predators. Look at me, I'm big, I'm dangerous, you don't want to mess with me. For the most part, Kentrosaurus was on the lax side. They were herd animals, and they most likely were very friendly to be around. Now, the Kentrosaurus' skeleton was found in Tanzania, Africa, and that was around 1909. but the Kentrosaurus lived around the late Jurassic period, which was 153 to 152 million years ago. We'll just look around at the Kentrosaurus a little bit more. Now, because Kentrosaurus has this beak and no teeth, it was definitely very selective on what it ate. And it also had olfactory glands, or olfactory bulbs, in its skeleton system, telling us that Kentrosaurus was definitely very picky about what it ate, not just because it didn't have any teeth, but because its sense of smell was very good. Now our quadrupeds are running around. Oh, look at them tailing off with each other. I think there might be fighting. What a good video. Now this is where we can see that the Kentrosaurus was really good at moving that tail around. Alright, we'll just get a little bit more glimpses of Kentrosaurus, and then that will be the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something about Kentrosaurus today. If you have any other questions, comments, and concerns, be sure to drop something into the comment section below. Alright, looks like our Kentrosaurus is trying to leave us. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.